We all know that Australia is one of the most abundant nations around the world where everyone is super rich, retirement is secure, and resources basically feed everyone. So let's dive into the cream of the crop with the top 10 highest paying jobs right here in Australia. Coming in at number 10 is CEO or Managing Director, with their average salary clocking in at $164,000. Chief Executive Officer or Managing Director is the most senior executive position in a company, in charge of managing the operations, organization, its people, and its resources. General managers oversee development of business plans, budgets, strategies, and identify risks that could affect the company's efficiency, productivity, and ultimately its profitability. Qualifications on this job is pretty loose, as long as you complete a business-related bachelor's degree, or maybe not, and build your experience on the job itself. There's no singular way to become the head of a company. And there are outliers and many different avenues, but education, not only necessarily limited to just that of school or academics, and of course experience, are the two most important and consistent factors for success in higher level business. Number 9, we have Enterprise Architecture Manager. Their average salary is $168,000. Unfortunately, this job has nothing to do with building buildings. In fact, enterprise and systems architect managers are responsible for the direction, performance, and technical aspects of the organization's IT networks, from upgrading and improving services to overseeing software and hardware implementation and installation. They are the big picture guys for the IT performance of their company and are in charge of enterprise architects, software architects, and other IT professionals. In terms of qualifications, of course, you need a diploma, bachelor or master's degree in computer science, information technology, or a related field. Experience as a computer programmer and software developer would be an advantage, as with hands-on experience with various systems, hard drives, and cloud computing can be advantageous. And of course, experience in management, leadership, and business development would also be an advantage. Coming in at number 8 is mining engineer. Their average salary clocking in at $184,000. Mining engineers are in charge of evaluating, planning, and overseeing the construction of a mine. They identify potential development sites by collaborating with geologists and conducting surveys of the mineral deposits, as well as coordinating the actual employment of staff and implementing safety programs and procedures. They are also responsible for returning the mines to their original state once mining is completed. Their qualifications, of course, include undertaking a Bachelor of Engineering degree, majoring mining or geotechnical engineering, which will allow you to apply for a job as a graduate mining engineer. Now, after 2 or 3 years of this grind as a graduate, you will become a professional mining engineer. Yay. Number 7 is judicial or other legal professions. Their average salary clocks in at around $188,000. Again, this is a broad term which covers many different jobs within the legal sector. However, it can range from judges to all kinds of lawyers specializing in contracts, personal injury, bankruptcy, immigration, crime, corporate, and many other things, to paralegals and administrative assistants. A career in law is exciting, they say, because you can choose which field you want to be involved in and can utilize your skills to make serious changes to legislation at the local, state, or federal levels, as well as in court, tribunals, and royal commissions. And of course, to participate in the legal profession, you need to have completed a Bachelor of Law degree, then complete practical legal training, which can be completed in less than a year. You'll get you one of these. And then what you need to do is gain admission from the relevant state or territory's admissions authority within 5 years of graduation, which looks like one of these. Then you apply for a practicing certificate from the local law society and complete 24 months of supervised practice at a law firm. Coming in at number 6 is medical practitioners, with their average salary coming in at $222,000 a year. Now, there's a long list of medical practitioners and their roles and salaries vary greatly. Some of the most competitive and well-paying medical practitioner roles include cardiologists, orthopedic specialists, and gastroenterologists, who have a collective average salary of about $450,000 a year. There are also general practitioners, pediatricians, orthodontists, dentists, periodontists, obstetricians who make a bit less. There are also endless avenues of specialization, and the one you choose will likely be aligned with what you're most interested in and what demographic you'd most like to help. Qualifications include, of course, completing an accredited medical degree at university, then you go to an internship for 1 year, get medical registration through the Medical Board of Australia, complete 1 or 2 more years of pre-vocational training, obtain fellowship through a specialty training program. Coming in at number 5, we have psychiatrists. Their average salary clocking in at $235,000 a year. Psychiatrists specialize in diagnosing and treating mental illnesses through psychotherapy, establishing treatment plans, ordering laboratory tests and assessment, prescribing medication, and admitting patients to hospital. Their qualifications, of course, include completing an accredited medical degree at university, becoming a registered medical practitioner, and applying to the Royal Australasian College of Physicians to undertake further training and passing the RACP written and clinical examination. You then have to receive specialized training for a further 6 years. Once completed, you will then be admitted to the Fellowship of the Royal Australasian College of Physicians. Now, from my experience of helping businesses, the setup of a psychiatrist clinic is one of the easiest to set up, with minimal to no equipment required. Literally all you need is a room and a chair, and the pay is phenomenal. Whereas to set up an optometry practice, for example, you will need much more initial investment, and it's basically a retail business. Coming at number 4 is a financial dealer. Their average salary clocks in at $275,000. Literally, I have no idea why they call it that, but here's what they do. They analyze social trends, market conditions, and government regulations, as well as analyze and interpret their clients' financial circumstances in order to buy and sell commodities for a profit. They need a degree in commerce, accounting, finance, or economics, which looks like one of these. You then need to apply for a relevant license from Australian Securities and Investments Commission. Once you are accepted, you are cleared to trade as a financial dealer. Number 3, we have internal medicine specialist. Their average salary, $304 whopping $1,000. Internal medicine specialists are trained to diagnose, manage, and treat complex, sometimes complicated or difficult to diagnose health disorders. They often consult with other practitioners and may have particular concentrations or subspecializations, from infectious diseases, cardiology, geriatric medicine to rheumatology. To be qualified, you need to complete a medical degree at university, complete an intensive 3-year internal medicine residency, receive training in adult internal medicine for 3 years full time. When you have successfully completed your advanced training, the overseeing committee will recommend you for admission to fellowship. You will then receive an invitation from the Royal Australasian College of Physicians to apply for fellowship to your division, faculty, or chapter. Coming at number 2, we have anaesthetists. Average salary, $386,000. Anaesthetists knock you out for a living. They prepare surgical patients for their procedure, which includes pain relief, surgery preparation, and implementing a patient care plan before, during, and after the procedure. The qualifications include completing an accredited medical degree at university, internship in a clinical setting for 1 year, completing a residency over 1 or more years. Then you need to apply for the fellowship of the Australian and New Zealand College of Anaesthetists (FANZA) vocational training program, which takes 5 years to complete. Once FANZA is completed, you are a fully qualified anaesthetist. And coming at number 1, we have people who subscribe to the channel to take control and build knowledge on finances. Their qualifications, of course, include smashing the like button, pressing subscribe, and ringing the notification bell. And it is by far the most valuable and easy thing you can do in your life. Now that you have done that, let's give us a drum roll. The highest paying job in Australia is a surgeon, whose average salary is $394,000 a year. Surgeons cut people open on the premise that they feel better afterwards. The patients, not the surgeons. They are medical specialists who consult, examine, and operate on patients suffering from disease, injury, or deformity. This average income can be a bit misleading, as there are different kinds of surgeons with type of surgery, expertise, and qualifications significantly impacting one's salary. Of the medical specialists, neurosurgeons were the highest paid, with an average of $600,000, followed by a reconstructive surgeon at $500,000 and ophthalmologist at $533,000. Their qualifications are endless. They must complete an accredited medical degree at university, work in a clinical setting for 2 to 3 years, and during their 3rd year, PGY3, they need to apply for the Royal Australasian College of Surgeons Surgical Education and Training, SET, to train in a surgical specialty, for example, brain, cardiovascular, orthopedic, or plastic, which normally takes 5 to 6 years. Now, once SET is completed, you can then become a fellow of the Royal Australasian College of Surgeons, FRACS, and are accredited to practice as a surgeon. Now, if you made it this far in the video, money must be a sticking point for your future. I want to say that none of these jobs, as financially rewarding as they may be, are in any way easy. You've seen the qualification, so be careful to jump into a career because it pays well. Warren Buffett said this: the people who are most successful are those who are doing what they love. And this means the opposite is also true. If you feel mediocre or you do not enjoy what you do, you will be the most mediocre or most unsuccessful person in the career. The fact is, you should almost never consider money as the main driving force of what you want to do in the future. And whilst this list helps you understand what gets you where, focus more on the why and lean into your passion, because success is found in the things you love.